You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
Hey everybody, I want to take a few minutes here and talk about our sponsor, Splunk. You know, you need to keep operations humming around the clock, but potential disruptions are everywhere. Splunk helps you predict problems and find and fix issues fast, so you can reduce risk and ditch downtime. The world's largest enterprises rely on Splunk's unified security and observability platform to become more efficient, resilient, and innovative. With Splunk, you can react quickly, evolve faster, and be ready for anything. Stay ahead of disruptions. Learn more at splunk.com/resilience.
My name is Ingrid Toppelberg. I'm Chief Product Officer at Cybint Solutions and Head Coach at MIT Entrepreneurship Bootcamps. I wanted to do everything when I was a little kid, basically. I went from journalism to teacher to president of the World Bank. I really loved learning all my life, and I've been doing like totally random stuff forever. And I remember when I had to choose what to study in college, I was talking to my dad, and my dad was like, well, you can study anything and then go work for McKinsey, and then you're just going to learn a lot from your colleagues. So that's when I decided that eventually I wanted to do management consulting. I started at McKinsey, did several years of management consulting, changing topics and countries all the time. And I learned to learn very fast, and I learned to be very curious about absolutely everything. I studied at MIT, I did my MBA there. And then I left and I started moving around the world. And I was doing independent consulting, mostly focused on change management and helping organizations absorb new technologies, and also working in an education and technology startup, doing bootcamps in different parts of the world. For example, I spent a lot of time in Saudi Arabia helping women get into the workforce. And it was one of the most amazing experiences I've had in my life. In parallel to that, I was, and I still am, working for MIT bootcamps. We have like an entrepreneurship and innovation bootcamp that we've been delivering around the world, and these days online. I really didn't know what I wanted to do next. I knew I wanted to work in high tech, and I knew I wanted something meaningful. I was in a MIT alumni event, and I met one of my current colleagues who introduced me to a CEO, and it was fascinating. So now I'm working in this cyber education global company, and I'm loving it. What I found fascinating about the cyber world is how important for absolutely everyone is to know about cybersecurity. I'm developing different kinds of training for different people in order for them to really understand how this affects them and what is it that they can do in order to keep themselves and their organization safe. And at the same time, we're also developing this cybersecurity bootcamp that's to reskill people into cybersecurity. In the next few years, there will be 4 million vacant cybersecurity positions in the world. So having the opportunity to give people this chance to reskill into cybersecurity and have like a future-proof career, something super motivated. Just do it. Find the right training for you and do it. There's a huge opportunity. There's a lot of jobs available in cyber. And because in cyber, we're all the time trying to anticipate what the criminals want to do. We need different kinds of minds in cyber, keeping us safe. And I think that getting more women into cyber and more diversity in general, but particularly in this case, women, is super, super important to make the whole security effort more effective. I coach a lot of young professionals, and they all think that like their first job is the one that's going to define them forever, and it's just your first job. I tried this and it didn't work out. It actually just enriches your profile. It's not that it takes away from it. So really experiment, takes risk as much as you can. The world is changing so fast that this skill, like knowing different things and knowing how to take risks, it actually will pay off in the long term. I really want to know that I made a difference in people's lives. Like even I always say that in training, when you're training people, there's this moment where suddenly they got it and their eyes sparkle, and that's priceless. As someone that's training, that moment, that aha moment that happens, and suddenly their lives are different, is really priceless. I really hope to be remembered for those small things, but also for the impact in the people I work with. So I really want to be a good colleague for everybody around me.
Now, a word from our sponsor, the Johns Hopkins University Information Security Institute, currently seeking qualified applicants for its innovative Master of Science in Security Informatics degree program. Study alongside world-class interdisciplinary experts and gain unparalleled educational, research, and professional experience in information security and assurance. Interested U.S. citizens should consider the National Science Foundation's CyberCore Scholarship for Service program, which covers tuition and a $6,000 annual professional development allowance, as well as providing a $37,000 additional annual stipend. Apply for the scholarship and the fall semester by March 1st. Learn more at cs.jhu.edu/MSSI.